Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at, this is Parappa the Rapper for the PlayStation 1. I don't know how well you can see it over here, but this is the copy of my copy of the game. Parappa the Rapper for the PlayStation 1 is a classic game. This is, I think, technically the first proper rhythm game. I think there was like a NES game. I just looked this up before I started filming. It's called like Dance Aerobics. So technically that is the first rhythm game, but I think Parappa, probably was like where it really began. Like truly, I don't know much about Dance Aerobics. All I know is that it's a music game, but I think this is rightfully credited as the first music game. I remember getting this game back in I think like 2019, very early 2019. I got this game for a crisp 45. I don't know why I say crisp to describe like the deals I get on games. I always have to bring up how much I bought the game prices for, but the reason I'm saying this is so I got it for 45 bucks. This game is like $100 now if you want to get the North American copy. So glad I bought it then, because now it's really expensive. Yeah, I remember playing this, played through it, and I officially, I was like locked in when it came to Parappa. Like I got the other games, I got Jammer Lammy, which hopefully at another point I can make a video about that. I love that game. Out of all the three Parappa games, it's probably my favorite. And I got Parappa 2. I had to buy a whole PS2 just to play that game, and yeah, wow, I do have a ton of memories with these games. I really love them, but this is where it all began. So Parappa, I think this was created by two people, if I'm remembering correctly. So one of them was Masaya Matsura, and he basically made the gameplay concept, and he did like the music for the game. So that's where he plays in, and Rodney Greenblatt, who did the art for the game, and he created the Parappa character design. This is the Japanese copy with the beautiful art that he did that you can't see unless I'll put an alternate shot up of this box art. It's amazing. Rodney Greenblatt is an incredible. It's windy. So Rodney Greenblatt is just an absolute legend. I advise you, I highly recommend that you check Rodney Greenblatt's art, because it is just amazing. Just the crazy stuff he's made. It's all really just, it's so creative and cool. I just love his art. I'd love to like put some of his art up on my walls, or I don't know. Technically I already am. I have a Parappa poster that came with this version of the game, this Japanese version of the game. I can put that up on the wall. I already have it up. But yeah, Rodney Greenblatt, he did the characters and stuff. So there is that. All right, so let's start with like how this game actually works. So basically there's 6 levels to this game. It is a very short game, and basically you use the 4 face buttons of the PS1 controller, that very iconic controller buttons. I do love how those look. And you also use the L and R buttons, and there's this like line at the top, and it'll tell you the button commands. So it's just up there. You have to time it. It's a rhythm game. You gotta time it properly, and it's very, very simple. But when you're first playing this game is ruthless the first time you play it, because the weird thing about it is it's a rhythm game, but it's very imprecise. You press whichever button, but it's like delayed slightly, so it feels really weird to play, honestly. It's you get used to it though, but yeah, there's just a slight delay with just how it is like on the screen. I'm not making any sense. Listen, these videos are unscripted. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, it's a wonky game, but again, it's like the first like proper rhythm game. So just cut it some slack. Like, come on, like it's the first one to really do it. It's the first one. So yeah, that's the gameplay of the game. Very simple. Let's actually go through each stage and the story just off the top of my head. Let's just see Let's see how well I can recite it here. So, you know, you start the game off, and they're all in this movie theater watching this stupid ass little movie. I don't know. It's like Jet Baby or something. It looks, you know, actually looks kind of cool, but you know, like, who's actually gonna see that in the theaters? Not me. And yeah, so they go there, and then like, and it's revealed, you know, Parappa has a big crush on the character Sunny Funny.
Well, here I am with the girl of my dreams, Sunny Funny. Boy, she sure is beautiful today.
Next, please.
She's a pretty goofy looking character, I will say. I think she definitely looks very odd compared to the rest of the cast of this of Parappa. So like Parappa, like iconic character design, like everyone knows Parappa. A lot of people like he's more popular than you'd think, but also not really at the same time. But that's besides the point. Great character design. I love how he looks. Yeah, Katie the blue cat. Another good design. PJ Barry, he might actually be my favorite character in this series. Just a chill dude. He's just like he's just living his life, man. He's having a good time. I love his character design. But yeah, Sunny, she just looks kind of weird compared to the rest of the gang. Just I'll put it up on screen. Just like you get what I mean. You get where I'm going at. You get where I'm going at. Yeah. So they're at like a fast food restaurant. You know, just chilling, you know, getting like a burger or something, and then these two guys come in, and then they just like, I think they like fight or something. So they're like picking on one of them or something. I think like probably Sunny or Funny or something. And then Joe Chin comes in. He's a questionable character. He has the hots for Sunny Funny as well. So yeah, he basically just yaps. I can't believe I just said that. This is the first time I've ever saying yap in a video. This is truly just an absolute disappointment on my part, and I'm sorry, but he basically yaps these bully guys into oblivion.
Traveled the 7 seas, I have crossed every mountain known to man, and I know that the mighty powers that I have are enough for jerks like you. I shall put on my magic gloves of glory and shall take you on a cruise to destroy all of you.
Now, let me tell you of this one incident at this
coffee shop where there were 4 jerks instead of 2.
Oh, here we go again. Let's go. Bye now. Bye.
So yeah, that happens, and then Parappa's like, man, like I need to stand up for these people, and so he goes to a dojo, and this is where you see his signature line. I gotta believe. He says that like 6 times because there's 6 levels in the game.
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
Welcome to the Fruits Dojo.
He goes to his dojo, and he learns all the basic karate moves. This is probably like the most iconic stage in the series. It's Chop Chop Master Onion. You know, he's there. He's chilling, bro. Like it's a good introductory song. I do quite like it.
Kick, punch, jump, chop,
And block.
block.
Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. We're gonna move down to the next jockey now.
So this is where we go into the second stage. So it starts with them all hanging out at an ice cream place. You know, having a good time. I mean, I love ice cream. It's good stuff. You know, shout out ice cream. And then yeah, so they're having a good time. But then Joe Chin, you know, he's kind of a weird guy, like I said. He shows up, and with his giant long ass car, like it's pretty crazy. I won't lie.
Whoa, check that out. That's the new Super Stretch Limo 900.
Yeah, the maximum speed is tuned up to 463,200.
And vinyl Panther seats too.
So he shows up, and of course he has Sunny Funny in the car front seat. I think Katie as well, the blue cat as well. And then Parappa and PJ are all the way in the back. So, you know, sorry. Yeah, and then they're driving around, and then Parappa starts to imagine, like, man, if I had a car, I could take Sunny anywhere. So then this is where I think actually this might actually be more iconic. Well, maybe not more iconic, but a lot of people have actually heard this song before. It's the car song. Very, very good song. Again, the music in this game, I haven't really said, the music in this game is actually quite good. If you're listening to it outside of the context of the game though, or you're just like listening to it for like nostalgia purposes, you just want to listen to it on like YouTube, or just like, oh, you want to hear the song again, like, you know, that's cool. But like, I don't know, if you're listening to it like, I don't know, you're like lifting at the gym or something, and you're like listening to the music of this game, like, listen, you know, to each their own. But like, I mean, it's not that good. I mean, it's great. It's great music for what it is. I like it a lot. They're very catchy, but like, you get what I'm going at? Like, I don't know. It's just like why are you listening to it outside of the context of the game? But hey, you know, if you do that, respect. I respect that a lot. Personally, I wouldn't do it though. Like, if I'm not bumping that, I almost dropped the games. I'm not bumping that music in the car. I ain't doing that. But speaking of cars, yes, this is where Parappa gets his license. You know, great song. I say boom, boom, boom. You say bam, bam, bam. It's great.
When I say boom, 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 you say bam, bam, bam. No pause in between. Come on, let's jam. Step on the gas. Step on the gas. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes. Step on the gas. Step on the gas. I'm glad you...
This is where Mussolini, I think that's her name. She's the Moose police officer that trains you and gets your car license. Yeah, she's pretty cool. There's a funny line where she's like, "I forgot to close the door." That's pretty funny. That actually gets me to laugh almost every time I see that when I play the game.
Do you know why we stopped the car?
Do I know why we stopped the car?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
What?
I forgot to close the door.
You forgot to close the door.
So yeah, that's iconic stage. And then stage 3, you know, he gets his car license and he drives his dad's car, and then he he gets into like a car accident, and yeah, so he gets in a crash. They're in like space or something. It's pretty crazy. And then the car just like absolutely just like, it's the most fragile car in the world. All the like bits come off of it.
Oh no. I can't believe it. My dad's gonna bite me.
He's got to do the flea. He has to work at a flea market or something. Or he's selling stuff at a flea market with this wizard dude. Another good song, very mellow tune. In the rain or in the snow. Anybody, you know, very funny looking guy. I like the little lizard. He's funny.
In the rain or in the snow.
In the rain or in the snow.
Got the funky flow.
Got the funk flow.
In the rain or in the snow.
In the rain or in the
Got the funky flow.
got the funky flow.
And then stage 4, so it's Sonny's birthday, so you know the gang's like, yo, we got to do something for that, and so Parappa is chosen to get the cake. So he goes to the bakery, and he decides between. So there's a cake. It's like $400. Why would you spend that much money on a cake? And then Parappa comes out of the store, and he's got his cake, and then Joe Chin, that little piece of shit, he's like, oh, look at this giant cake, and then again he yaps into oblivion like, oh my god, look at this giant cake, oh my god, like this is it's just like, shut up, I don't care.
Sonny deserves it.
Roll the legs to the word beauty. The 40th floor represents the obstacles that we must face. The 40th floor represents the obstacles that we must face. And the 41st floor is just to keep
Our awesome relationship. The 42nd floor represents all the sights and sounds that Sonny and I will be experiencing in our glorious future. Well,
And then so he shows the cake, and then he pushes Parappa, and then damn, this part actually really sucks. Parappa loses his cake. It falls on the freaking concrete floor. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So he's like, oh man, I gotta get a cake on the cheap. So then he consults the the chicken lady or whatever. I don't remember her name. And yeah, so he consults her and he makes a cake. This level's pretty good song. It's pretty good, and she's all about making cakes on the cheap. Listen, you got money or time, whatever, how the lyrics go. So yeah, that one's good. For some reason, it doesn't run on my PS2 properly, so I use my PS2 to record footage for this over Component. And for some reason on my PS2, it just like, I'm just gonna show it on screen. Just look at that. Like that ain't right.
Oh wait, whatever.
Seafood cake comes just like the riddle.
Seafood cake comes just like the riddle.
But it works fine on my PS1, so I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. So with that, Parappa's able to make another cake. They use like fish or something. It sounds kind of gross, but they take it to their little picnic for Sunny's birthday, and yeah, they seem to all really enjoy the cake. And then they go on a date. You know, PJ and Katie, you know, go their ways. And maybe they're on a date. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. Yeah, so Sunny and Parappa are just having the time of their lives. Then this is like the most crazy part of the game. You know, they just ate, right? So Parappa, he has to take a shit. Like actually, like he ate, like that's not even a joke. Like that actually happens in the game. He just has to take a shit, and it's like really bad. So he just cannot hold it in. It's just absolutely horrible. Oh my god, the worst part is you know when you're having poop that bad, you're kind of gonna be like you're gonna have like funny facial expressions, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but Parappa does. So he has these funny facial expressions on his face. And then Sunny Funny, she's like, oh, that's so manly. Like she thinks he looks like manly, and I'm just like, oh my god, what the hell is this game?
Wow, Parappa looks so manly today. I've never seen him look this way before. Are you going to drive me home?
Of course.
That part honestly just blew my mind. That just, it's wild. That's wild. I put that in the game, but I respect it. We need weird stuff like that in games sometimes. But yeah, so Parappa, he has to, he goes to find the gas station to take a shit, and then well, every person that you've rapped with also has to take a shit. So yeah, so Parappa's like, man, this is an emergency, but so they offer, Parappa can cut in line if you can rap properly. So you rap with them again, and it's actually one of the best songs in the game, funnily enough. Kind of a banger, I'm not even gonna lie.
Kick, punch, turn, and chop the door. Kick, punch, turn, and chop the door. Or I will fall to the floor.
So yeah, Parappa, he's able to go empty his bowels, but if you fail, there's this little animation that plays. And it zooms in to where the shit would be, and it plays this rocket ship animation. Not even, it's like it's a photorealistic video of a rocket ship, like a space rocket ship that launches, and that's one of my favorite parts of the game, just because of how just insane. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I've been saying that a lot. This game is pretty insane, pretty crazy, pretty silly, as they say. But yeah, that part is really funny. But yeah, he passes, and then it's time for Parappa's concert, man. He's a rapper, so he's got to do his concert. And this is another really iconic stage in the game.
What you gonna do when they come? I gotta redeem. What you gonna do when they come? I gotta believe. What you gonna do when they come? I gotta believe. You gotta do what? I gotta believe.
One really annoying part about it, though, is that you have to, how do I describe it? Throughout the game, you repeat after, your person, the stage master, whatever. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, you repeat after, and but in this stage at the very end, you don't do that, which it kind of goes against the entire philosophy of the game. When the entire game you're taught, okay, repeat after me, you know what I mean? But then you have to just go along with it and just it. I don't like that. That's dumb. But yeah, Sunny's watching, and this is where PJ buries playing his little DJ, and he got this big, I don't know, he's like an ant or something. I don't know. He's kind of a weird looking guy. He's chill though. But yeah, just a super positive, fun end to the game. I really like it. I really like it. And that was Parappa the Rapper for the PS1. Parappa, you know, a lot of people say, you know, it's a hard game. It's hard to learn, but it's very easy, maybe not easy to master, but once you get the hang of it, this game isn't that hard. You know, I will say, you know, the gameplay, you know, is great in this game, but I think, you know, the art direction, really, it might be my favorite part of the whole thing. And just like the characters, is just all of that is just, it's my favorite part. I love Rodney Greenblatt's art, and it just looks so good. This is some of his best. They translate his art style pretty well into PS1 graphics. I think it looks nice. Yeah, I love that about it. But again, the gameplay is good as well. It wouldn't be Parappa without the gameplay. Yeah, what can I say? It's a PlayStation classic. And at some point, I would love to check out the other games. I definitely will, especially Jammer Lammy. That game, oh, that's a good game. That's even crazier than the first Parappa. And Parappa on PS2, Parappa 2, that's a good game too. So I hope you enjoyed me absolutely horribly explaining just the game. Listen, if you came in here expecting a deep analytical video essay, like, oh my, why Parappa the Rapper is a very smart and deep and thoughtful game, this isn't what you're coming for. And there's nothing wrong with that. Video essays are cool as well, but listen, these are off the cup, raw thought videos. So yeah, like and subscribe, please.